Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Christmas holiday QRP single sideband net, where you are the stars of the show. Welcome aboard, everybody. Glad to see everybody out there in the chat tonight. Looking forward to a good QRP evening tonight. And we'd like to first thank Chris, Kilo 2, Charlie, Juliet, Bravo for that wonderful Christmas introduction into the net tonight. Great job, Chris. We always love hearing you play. And by the way, just a couple of trivial things about Chris. He's a doctor, not the medical kind, but he is a doctor, and he is also a minister of a church out there in Connecticut, too. So just some added little tidbits about Chris. He's got a great QRP channel on YouTube. Just search for his call sign, and you'll be able to find a lot of great QRP videos out there. Thanks again, Chris. All right, my name is Kevin, Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. I'll be one of your net controllers tonight. And along with me is Steve, Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sierra Mike. He's out in South Carolina, and he will be our second net control. Everybody is welcome. You're not required to check in with QRP power. However, actually just call us and get on the log, and we'll decrease your power and see how low you can go. I kind of lost my place on that here. Not like I've said it every Sunday for the past 3 years. I should have it memorized by now. However, we will begin the session by asking for QRP stations 10 watts or less. So if you want to get in early, drop your power and give us a call. We're live streaming this session on our YouTube channel called QRP Net Livestream, and you can find tonight's live stream there. And you can also go to my QRZ page for Kilo 0, Kilo Lima Bravo. Scroll down a little bit, and you'll find more information about the QRP net there. We do use NetLogger as our main logging software. So if you're a NetLogger user, you can use it to ride along and see the folks that have checked in. We also post the YouTube live stream link in the AIM chat room. So all you have to do is click on the link. It'll bring you right into the live stream. And one thing to note is Steve and I do not log the calls during the net. So if you would like a gold star confirmation in QRZ, let us know during the QSO. And we'll write down the frequency and time, and we'll get it entered after the net's closed, and you'll get a gold star for that. And I think that's all I have for announcements. Steve, you got any announcements for tonight? Merry Christmas, by the way.
Merry Christmas, Kevin. I like your outfit. I wasn't prepared for this evening. I should have done something, but it looks like even if I'd have done something, it looks like you may have outdone me. Anyway, I hope those are battery-powered lights, and that's not coming from RF that's lighting up those lights there. So we're getting ready to roll. Back to you.
Hey, that's a thought. I could have used RF because it spent $10 on new batteries this year for both of them. So they were getting a little weak since last year, so I got some new ones. So we're good and bright tonight. So, all right, great. Good to see everybody out in the chat, and welcome back, Steve. We missed you last week, definitely. Good to see you back. Let me get things straightened out here. Okay, let's see who's out in the chat there real quick. John is out there, Alpha 9 Golf Delta. He did get his antenna fixed and back on the air again, so it's good to see him back on the air. Hopefully he'll be able to work with Steve tonight. Norm's out there. Good evening, Norm. November 9, Kilo Juliet November. And Bill's out there. Now, I think Bill, did I see Bill's in Germany? Bill is DX tonight, so hopefully we can get a hold of him. November 4, Whiskey Lima Charlie. That's Bill out there. He's in Germany. And let's see, we got Stan's out there. Good evening, Stan. And George is out there from Atlanta, Whiskey 4 Victor Bravo Delta. Good evening. Let's see, Tom's out there, Whiskey Bravo 3 Echo Mike Echo out of Pennsylvania. Good evening, Tom. Good to see you. And KD9VAN, Jim in Illinois. Good evening, Jim. Good to see you. Let's see who else we got out there. And just going down, Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilo. Steve out in Nova Scotia. Howdy, Steve. Good to see you. And Golf 7, Mike, November. That's probably out of Europe somewhere over there. Golf 7, I think that's, isn't that Britain over there somewhere? I'm not sure, but I think so. That's Shimon Ben Chaim out there. Good evening. I know I'm not saying that right, so I apologize for that. Russell's out there. Kilo Echo 4, Golf Tango Quebec. Good evening, Russell. And Ken's out there from Alabama. Kilo Bravo 4, X-Ray Tango. Howdy, Ken. And I think we're getting close to the end here. Let's see. Yeah, we got Rob out there. Good evening, Rob. And Alan up here just north of me in Sheffield, about 15, 20 minutes. Good evening, Alan. Good to see you. Enjoying that warm weather, aren't we, right now? The snow's kind of melting. So I wasn't expecting that. Vicky, good evening, Vicky. How are you tonight? Alpha Delta 3 India, good evening. And we got Kilo Romeo 4, Bravo Sierra November, and I'm I-5 into Virginia. Good deal. Well, hopefully we can make a call tonight. And Chris is out there, Kilo Delta 9 Yankee Sierra Whiskey. Good evening, Chris. And I'm at the bottom of the list. So here we go. November 2 Lima Foxtrot Delta has me 5-7 in New Jersey. So hopefully the band will hold for us right now. And I'm going to get started here and start making some calls. So let me get NetLogger pulled up. And let's just double check, make sure the frequency's open. Everything looks sounding good out there, Steve?
Everything's good over here.
Okay, no QRM snuck in on me then. Good deal. All right, this is K0KLB. I think what I'm going to do, Steve and I talked about this, so we're going to limit my first round of calls to the down to line 8, so I'll take 6 calls. The first 6 that come in, and then I'm going to hand it off to Steve. Otherwise, poor Steve sits out there for a half hour, 45 minutes while I work everybody. So we're going to try and do some swapping a little quicker this time, just to give everybody a chance to get in. So this is K0KLB. I'm going to go ahead and take calls. We're working QRP 10 watts or less stations. Come with your call sign now.
Kilo Echo 4, November 4, Sierra Oscar Charlie.
Okay, I got 4 of you in there I heard so far. Kilo Echo 4, I think it was Golf Tango Quebec. Is that a Roger, Russell?
Roger, Kevin.
Okay, stand by. Got you in there. I got Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilo. Whoops. Hang on a second. I got to go to the next line. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilo. I got Steve in there. And let's see, I got Kilo Bravo 4 X-Ray Tango. I got Ken in there. And then there was a station ending in Sierra Oscar Charlie. Come with that call sign again, please.
Got November 4 Sierra Oscar Charlie, N4 SOC.
There we go, Everett. N4 SOC, got you in there. Is anybody else I missed?
Kilo 4, Bravo 3,
Okay, I had a Kilo 4, or Whiskey Delta 4, Echo Mike, Echo. No, that's not right. Hang on a second. What did I screw up here? Sorry about that, folks. Whiskey, Bravo. Okay, Tom, come with your call sign again, please.
Whiskey Bravo 3, Echo Mike, Echo.
I got you that way. I don't know why I wanted to put a 4 in there. That was messing me up. And let's see, I had one more, Alpha Delta 3 India. I heard you in there, Vicky. And was there anybody else I missed? Okay, there was a November Echo. That's the last call I'll be able to take. Ending in November Echo. I think it was Gene. Come on in, Gene. Give me your call again.
Golf November Echo, Kevin.
Whoop, I walked on you. Sorry about that. Try again, Gene.
Kilo 4 Golf November Echo, Kevin.
There we go. Kilo 4 Golf November Echo. Okay, I got you in there. All right, I'm going to run back to the top of the list here, and let's go with Russell in North Carolina. Kilo Echo 4 Golf Tango Quebec. Come on in.
Ho, ho, ho. Hey, Kevin. K4 here in Patterson Springs. Running 5 whiskeys tonight, Kevin, and I want to wish everybody a Merry, Merry Christmas. Over.
Well, Merry Christmas to you as well, Russell. Your 5 whiskeys, a 5.555. What's your radio and antenna? Over.
Okay, tonight I'm running the ICOM 705 into my in-fed half wave. Over.
Okay, well, it's doing a great job on 5 watts. Go ahead and let's take her to 1 watt, see if I can hear you. Russell, I lost you right down into my noise. I can't pull you out right now. Oh, give it to me again. You're coming back up. I still lost you. You're down in the noise. I can't pull it out. Bring it up a little bit more. Double your power again.
Okay, we're at 5 whiskeys now, Kevin.
All right. Maybe go down to the 2.5, and let me see if I can hear that.
Okay, this is at 40% on the 705.
All right, so you're at 4 watts. Okay, go down to 2. Go down to 20%.
Okay, this is 20% on the 705.
Okay, I heard that. Good audio. S3, so go down to 1, 10%.
Okay, this is 10%. 10%, Kevin.
Yep, heard every word. Okay, good job. We're getting there. So go to 5%, half a watt.
All right, here's a half a watt.
Yep, okay, I heard most of everything on that. Just a little bit of QSB, but I'll get you down for a half a watt. If you want to try 3%, I'll listen for it. All right, I heard pretty much all of that, just right on the edge of my noise, 300 milliwatts. You want to try 1 or 2, I'll listen. I heard you say milliwatts, but I couldn't hear the number.
Okay, number 2
200 milliwatts, Roger. I'm losing you. I can't quite pull it out.
Okay, so that was 2 milliwatts.
Oh, so you're at 2%, Roger?
QSL.
Okay, that's 200 milliwatts. Got you there. Try 1%.
Okay, here's 1%. 1% on the 705.
All right, I heard 1% on the 705. Heard every word on the 100 milliwatts. Good job.
Okay, this is at 5 watts, and again, thanks, Kevin, for everything you and Steve are doing here. Looking forward to next year, and looking forward to Christmas. And Merry Christmas to everyone on the net tonight. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, and I'll be listening.
Roger, Russell. Hey, good job. 100 milliwatts out of North Carolina on the ICOM 705. Congratulations on that. You sounded good. You were just right on the edge of my noise, but I heard every word on that transmission. So Merry Christmas to you as well, and hopefully you have a good week. Santa Claus is good to you this week. So we'll say 7-3 and have a good night. Over.
Okay, Kevin. 73, and Merry Christmas.
All right, that was Russell. We'll break with him, and we'll go to Nova Scotia. Steve, Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilo, come on in.
How you doing there, Kevin? Kilo 0 Kilo Lima Bravo. Steve there on the side. Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sugar Mike. From Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilowatt. Running 10 watts here at the moment. I busted it 705. It's getting lonely there, Kevin. Over.
Yeah, Roger that. Definitely. So you're at 10 watts, and you're on the ICOM 705. Over. Roger.
And you're over the 9 mark here. You're booming in here tonight, over.
Yeah, Roger. You're about an S5 55, but you're pushing the red down on Steve's radio. I can see it on the screen here, Roger.
Oh yeah, Roger. Well, let me see if I can dial this down without taking off somewhere else. Stand by.
Okay, go ahead. You're about a 5-6 on that last transmission.
2 watts, over.
Yeah, 2 watts. Easy copy. Heard every word about an S4 to S5.
Roger.
Yeah, I heard your 100 milliwatts repeated twice. Then you kind of faded out a little bit, but I still heard your audio, and you're a 5.5 in South Carolina, Roger.
to 10 watts, made it easy, over.
Yeah, Roger. Heard every word on the 100 milliwatts, and then you brought her up to an S7 on the 10 watts, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it's always a pleasure. Merry Christmas. Hopefully we'll hear you before the new year, but if not, have a happy new year, and we'll be watching for you. Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sugar Mike on the side.
Cuba South, Steve. Thanks for stopping by. Merry Christmas to you as well, and to the family there. Hopefully you have a good week ahead. And 100 milliwatts, good job. You're number 2 in the line for 100 milliwatts tonight. Wow, great job, you guys. All right, we'll break with Steve and say 7-3, and we'll move down to Alabama. Ken, Kilo Bravo 4 X-Ray Tango, come on in.
Roger, Roger. Kilo Bravo 4 X-Ray Tango at 10 watts. 10 watts, over.
Roger, good evening, Ken, and you're about an S4 to S5 on your 10 watts. Are you, what radio and antenna, over?
I'm on the SSB and the hex beam antenna.
Roger, okay, good job. Still between an S4 and an S5. You want to go down to 5 and I'll listen?
Okay, here's 5 watts. 5 watts from Alabama, over.
Yeah, easy copy, good audio. Still an S4, over.
Okay, here's 1 watt, over.
Roger, got your 1 watt S3 on the 1 whiskey. Heard every word.
Okay, 500 milliwatts, over.
Yeah, good job. Heard every word on the half a watt also. Sounded about like the 1 watt, so propagation's in your favor at the moment.
Okay, this is 100 milliwatts. 100.
Yep, heard every word on the 100 milliwatts, Ken. Just right above my noise, over. Give me another round of audio again, Ken. 50 milliwatts. 50 milliwatts. I heard you say that twice. Roger.
Okay, this is back to 5 watts.
Yep. Okay, and you're back up on the signal again. So you got down to a half a watt, or excuse me, 50 milliwatts. Using your attenuator, over?
Roger.
Yeah, did a great job. I got down there, and I heard every word on that. I heard you say 50 milliwatts twice there, so you made the trip. Good job.
All right. Thank you for being there. Merry Christmas to everybody.
You bet, Ken. Merry Christmas to you as well. Great job. You actually, we've had 300 milliwatt in the log, and you dropped below that to 50 milliwatts. So you're in the lead tonight, but you've already been crowned king, so you're not in the running anyway. But so anyway, good job, Ken. Great to hear from you again tonight. We'll say 7-3, and we'll move on to Everett in North Carolina, November 4th, Sierra Oscar Kilo. Come on in.
Hey, good evening, Kevin. November 4th, Sierra Oscar Charlie. Sierra Oscar Charlie, go by Chip. I am in Boiling Springs, North Carolina, just down the road from Patterson Springs, North Carolina, where Russell's at. So, yeah, I'm coming at you tonight on my G90. Pulled the G90 out, running 5 watts right now into a homemade in-fed half-wave. I copy it.
I got an excellent copy. Big audio and signal. Man, you almost hit an S9 on that last transmission. Good audio, and go ahead and drop that thing down. Over.
All right, this is November 4th, Sierra Oscar Charlie. 1 watt right there, Kevin, coming to you from Boiling Springs, North Carolina.
Roger, easy copy. No problem with the 1 whiskey there. Good audio. Heard every word. Over. Oops, I think I doubled with you. Go back again, Chip. Come on back.
Yeah, I said I'm running 1 watt right now, 1 watt, and I'm not sure that the G90 will go below 1 watt.
Yep, the 1 watt's the bottom of the G90, and you're still in S5 to S6 with good audio. Over.
All righty. Well, I'll take the good audio, and I'll take the 1 watt. Hey, thank you for what you're doing. Steve, if you hear me, hello to you. Merry Christmas to both of you, and hope to catch you again next week. 73, Influence OC.
Roger, Chip, Merry Christmas to you, and 7-3, good job on the G90 1 watt. Wow, that was some really nice audio, and sounding good, so you can be sure to listen to that on the live stream. You'll like what you hear. Thanks, Chip. We'll say 7-3 and move on to Pennsylvania. Tom, Whiskey Bravo 3, Echo Mike Echo. Come on in, Tom.
Hey, good evening, Kevin and Annette. Whiskey Bravo 3, Echo Mike Echo. Tom in Hanover, Pennsylvania. And I would have bet the band would have dropped out by now, so I was using the FT 991 here. I can only go down to 5 watts, but they're running 10 watts now. As I say, the FT 991A and the usual ZSXBKW. And you were about 5-3 last time, Kevin, over.
Roger. Well, you're doing better than I am because you're between an S5 and an S6 with big audio and signal here. It's sounding good there. Drop her down to 5, Tom, and we'll listen for it.
Okay, here we are on 5 watts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over.
Yeah, easy copy. Still just underneath an S5 with a good audio, over.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, you're 5-7 again. It's set up and down here, but anyway, conditions are better than I thought. So, Merry Christmas to everyone. Let you move along and see if we can make a record with Chuck-in tonight. Trouble you B3. I mean, lucky you have it.
You bet, Tom. Hey, great to hear from you. Thanks for stopping by. 5 Whiskey out of Pennsylvania. Easy copy with good audio there. Nice work. And Merry Christmas, Tom. Have a good week ahead. And hope Santa's good to you. And you get everything that was on your Santa list there. So, all right, we'll say 7-3 and break with Tom, and we'll go to Vicki in South Carolina, Alpha Delta 3 India. Good evening, Vicki.
Alpha Delta 3 India here. How copy there, Kevin?
You're S555, Vicki. What's your power and antenna?
10 Whiskey right now, woman, inset halfway at TDX, what is it, TDX 10. 26 down to 5 Whiskey.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Yep, give me another round of audio on the 5 Whiskey, Vicki, because I kind of walked on you a little bit.
I have a little room and have pleased this fighter spell. I feel, by the way, underdressed and overcharged tonight. Love the outfit there, Kevin.
Well, you know, it's amazing what you can find on Amazon, and they got about everything you can ask for. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and good to hear from you tonight. Your 5 watts is right above my noise, so you made the trip on the 5 Whiskey, over.
Very good. I went up to 75 Whiskey. I got it. Merry Christmas around the table to everybody.
QSL, yeah, Vicki, we lost you in the QSB a little bit, but then you came out of it right towards the tail end there. So thanks for stopping by, and have a good Merry Christmas ahead, over.
Very good. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you there, Kevin, and hey, Steve.
You bet. All right, good job, Vicki. 5 Whiskey out of South Carolina. That was Alpha Delta 3 India. And we'll break with Vicki and move on to Gene, my last one on the list here, out of Virginia. Kilo 4 of Golf, November Echo. Good evening, Gene. Come on in. Well, Gene, you're a little weaker now than you were when you checked in. Just a little bit of QSB. But what's your power and antenna, over?
I'm running one whiskey, and I'm on my 20-meter dipole, and I'm running 1 watt.
All right, you came up on the 1 Whiskey to an S555, so good job coming in with the 1 watt there. That's pretty impressive.
Well, remember, you told me I had to come in at 1 watt because you left me down that far. I had to come in that way. So, by the way, for the last 2 weeks, Kevin, I haven't been able to hear either of you, so I missed those 2 sessions. Anyway, I hope you and Steve have a good Christmas, and thanks for being in that as usual. Take care, Jimmy. I'll be through on you.
Roger, Gene. Have a Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. And, yeah, that 1 watt, you're pretty impressive with that. Good job. Always good to hear from you, and good propagation tonight. So we caught it just in time before it dies off on us. So, all right, Gene, we'll say 7-3. Have a good night. That was Kilo 4 Golf November Echo out of Virginia, 1 watt to Iowa. And with that, I'm going to hand it off to Steve, KO4 GSM. It's all yours. Take it away.
Roger, Kevin. And I'm looking for pointed towards the northwest right now, looking for your call sign for the QRP single sideband net. I'm going to pause for about 6 seconds, spread them out, take your time, and give your call. Let's go.
Kilo Echo 0 Yankee Hotel Tango.
Whiskey Alpha 7 Romeo Alpha Romeo.
All right, I got a whole bunch of you in there. Chris, I heard you. Whiskey Alpha 7 Romeo Alpha Romeo. Stand by, Chris. There was another station in there that ended in Yankee Hotel Tango. Fill that prefix.
Kilo Echo 0 Yankee Hotel Tango.
There we go. I got you. And there was about 6 other people in there. If I didn't call your call sign, spread them out and come again.
Kilo Bravo 5 Radio United Charlie 6 Sierra.
Okay, y'all were stacked up on top of one another there. There's a station that ended in, I think that's Zulu Sierra Lima. Come fill the call. I got you there. And then there was a 5 station ending in Romeo Uniform.
Kilo Bravo 5 Radio United Zulu.
There we go. Kilo Bravo 5 Romeo United Zulu. And there was one more in there. That station come now.
Alpha Alpha 0 Golf Delta, over.
Charlie 6 Sierra.
Okay, I got Alpha Alpha 0 Golf Delta. Is that a QSL? And now you faded. Give me that. Is that correct? Is that a QSL? Alpha Alpha 0 Golf Delta?
That's QSL, Steve. QSL, over.
There you are. You came back up. And then there was another 6 station. The 6 station, fill the call.
Alpha Charlie 6 Sierra.
There we go. Alpha Charlie 6 Sierra. All right, I got you. All right, guys, stand by. Let me jump to the top here. Whiskey Alpha 7, Romeo Alpha Romeo. I got the beam pointed right over there to Oregon. How copy there, Chris?
Roger, good evening, Steve. Whiskey Alpha 4 got here. Whiskey Alpha 7, Romeo Alpha Romeo. I can see your beam heading on your desk right there. I can always tell when you're on your feet. How are we doing here? How are we doing? We're 10 watt right now.
You're about an S5 on the meter. S5 on the meter, Chris.
Okay, let's drop down to 5 then. We'll drop it down 5. Yeah, so copy?
Yep, you didn't change any. S4 to S5 with good audio, Chris.
Okay, very good. Thanks for the call yesterday while I went on the phone. I appreciate that. We're sitting here in this rainfall here in Southern Oregon. I'm hearing both you and Kevin at S9. And I'm hearing a whole lot of the guys checking in at like 1 to 5 watts. So everything's pretty good there, Robert.
Roger. Hey, Chris, good to hear you, man. Glad you got in here tonight. We got in here early, so got to pick you up there. So Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you down the line there. 7-3, Chris, Whiskey Alpha 7, Romeo Alpha Romeo. He's over there in Shady Cove, Oregon, and we're going to break with him, and we're going to look for Kilo Echo 0, Yankee Hotel Tango. Come on in here.
Yeah, this is Kilo Echo 0 Yankee Hotel Tango. How are you doing tonight, Steve?
Man, I'm doing good, Alan. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. We're out of the dumps here. We got about 30 degrees here, and things are looking up. Over.
Yep, you're about an S7, S8. Got a good signal down here this evening.
Roger that. I'm at 10 watts right at the moment. Over.
Yeah, you can drop it on down. You got a big signal here tonight.
Okay, I'm at 5 watts right now. How copy?
Yeah, actually, you went up, Alan. You're almost 5'9".
Well, that's about all she wrote tonight, Steve. So I guess that's where I'm at. Over.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you, unless you got an attenuator and that's as low as you can go, S9 is a good reading, Roger.
Roger that. I'll take that any day of the week, over.
I hear you, man. Hey, Alan, have a great Christmas, man. Merry Christmas, and we'll say 7-3 there, Roger.
Roger that. Merry Christmas, Steve, and everyone on the net, over.
Okie dokie. And we'll break with Kilo Echo Zero, Yankee Hotel Tango. That's Alan. He's out there in Iowa, out there in the cornfields of Iowa. And we're going to go down the list here. Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Sierra Lima. Come on in here. Man, Jeff, you just went way down in the weeds there. Let me turn this beam a little bit, and hopefully this'll help matters a little bit. How copy now, Jeff?
Yeah, I got you. You coming in great here. You're 5.9 plus, no problem.
Yeah, you came up. You're S5 right now, Jeff. How much power?
10 watts, 10 whiskey.
Yeah, you can drop it on down if you want to.
Roger, going down. 3 whiskey.
Yep, you're about an S3, S4. Can you go lower?
Roger, I'm on 7,300. I'm going all the way down.
Now you're down in the weeds. So give me your power a couple of times. Give me some more audio there, Jeff. You're probably going to have to bring it up, Jeff. I completely lost you now.
5 whiskey.
Yep, I got you 5 whiskey, and you're right in the edge of the weeds there, Roger.
Roger, you're coming in here today. Give me know that.
Well, I'm running 100 watts as net control, and I've got the beam pointed at you, so it looks like 5 whiskey is going to be the bottom of the barrel tonight, Roger. Hey, Jeff, bring it back up and we'll close it out.
How's this right now?
Oh, yeah, you're S7 now. I can hear you really good now. So, yeah, it's just propagation. And I just want to say Merry Christmas to you, Jeff. Thanks for coming by and checking in, Roger.
Roger, you have Merry Christmas, and Kevin, have Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you later.
I'll catch you later. That's Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Sierra Lima. And we're going to break with Jeff, and he's over there in Wisconsin. And let's see, we got Kilo Bravo 5, Romeo Uniform Zulu. Come on in here.
Good evening, Steve. This is KB5RUZ. How copy?
I got a good copy on you, Kerry.
Good deal. Save a little time here. Let me just go ahead and crank it down to 1 watt and see what happens.
You're S9 right now.
Okay, here we are at 1 watt, 1 whiskey. QSL.
Oh, yeah, you're S7 on the meter on 1 whiskey. Go lower if you can.
Okay, there is 500 milliwatts. Is that?
Yep, the 500 milliwatts is bumping an S5 on the meter here. Good audio.
Anyway, it's been a while since I've checked in. Wanted to check in and wish you and Kevin and everyone on the net a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hey, same to you, Kerry. Yeah, it's the thing about Christmas seems like the older I get, the quicker it gets here and the quicker it goes away, Roger.
QSL, I know the feeling. Myself, I'm hoping to answer my election this year. Hi.
Hey, Kerry, thanks for coming by, and come back again, and we'll catch you another Sunday night, and you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's Kilo Bravo 5, Romeo Uniform Zulu. He's out there, and one of my favorite towns. It's a favorite song of mine is Tulsa, Oklahoma. Take me back to Tulsa. All right, let me jump down the list here. Alpha 0 Golf Delta. Come on in.
Alpha 0 Golf Delta. Good evening, Steve. John here. I'll copy over.
Yeah, I got a copy on you. Stand by a minute, John. We got some QRM. Stand by 1 second.
Thanks for 3112. Hey, appreciate you, Lee. Have a good holiday. 73.
All right, John, you still there?
Roger that. I'm sitting right at about 10 watts now. Maybe just a titch over that. These old meters aren't the most accurate in the world, over.
Well, you're still an S5, almost an S6 out here in South Carolina, and got a good signal coming out of Iowa, Roger.
Roger that. Let me drop it down and see what we can do here. I'm going to take it on down a little bit. That looks to me to be closer to 5 watts, maybe a little bit less. I'll talk to it.
Oh, yeah, and I had to turn the beam a little bit. You're S7 right now.
All right, then let's go down and take her all the way down on the pad. We'll see what it reads.
All right, standing by.
Over.
Yep, standing by.
Okay, Steve, what have you got now? You still got me, over?
Yep, I got your audio dropped down a good bit, but I still got a copy on you. You're about an S4 to S5, and how many watts is that?
It looks on the meter, it looks like either 1 watt or 0.9, over.
Yep, you're down there. You're getting close to the weeds there, and we'll call that 0.9. How about that, John?
Roger that. Hey, listen, everybody. Merry Christmas. Have a great, happy New Year, and we're out of here. Now?
Well, it's close enough for me. 900 milliwatts. That's what we're going to call it. And Merry Christmas, John. Thanks for coming by. That's Alpha Alpha Zero Golf Delta, and he's out there in Iowa. And we're going to take one more check-in before I send it back to the cornfield, and we'll keep the show moving here. Alpha Charlie 6 Sierra, come on in here.
Yeah, good evening to you. How are you this week, Steve?
I'm doing good, man. You're S7 out here right now, Roger.
Oh, Roger that. Yeah, you're good, solid S9. Right now we're at 10 watts, over.
Yeah, you're S9. Great audio booming in here to South Carolina.
All right, we're going to drop her down and see how low we can go.
All righty, standing by.
Well, that's 1 watt, 1 watt, 1 watt.
Yeah, your 1 watt is S6 on the meter here, S6. Go lower if you can.
Oh, roger that. Get slow.
Now I got some QRM. Give me some more audio there, Jeffrey. Did you say 2 watts?
0.2. That's off the one-off frequency.
There you go, 0.2. I got you now. You're at 200 milliwatts, QSL?
Yeah, we'll try dropping down just to 0.1.
Yeah, you're way down in the weeds there. I got the 200 milliwatts. See if you can go lower. I got the 100 milliwatts, QSL. Yeah, you're probably going to have to bring it up. You ain't going to be able to go. That's about besides Ken out there in Alabama, that's about as low as we've seen tonight, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, the radio doesn't go any lower than that. We got a K3 here and 0.1, and then drop down to 0. Over.
Well, you got it. 100 milliwatts from Idaho in here to South Carolina. Doing a fantastic job, Jeff. Hey, man, Merry Christmas to you, and Happy New Year will be coming up right after that, Roger.
Oh, Roger. Hey, Merry Christmas to both you and Kevin, and yeah, he's looking mighty Christmassy.
Yeah, he's out there. I guess he's got a battery pack on his back over there. He's got all those lights burning, so we'll say 7-3, and that's Alpha Charlie 6 Sierra. and that's Jeff. He's out there in Idaho, and we're going to break with him and getting in here on 100 milliwatts, and we're going to send it back out. 0 KLB. Back to you, Kevin.
I guess you handed it back to me, Roger.
I did. Do you not got a copy on me, Kevin?
Yeah, I do. There's just a longer delay on the live stream than normal, so I didn't catch you right away. So I got a question on NetLogger. You're logging in NetLogger, Roger?
I am. What, are you not seeing it?
No, I'm not. So what line was your last line? And I'll start with the next one.
My last line was line 15, which was Jeffrey out there in Idaho.
Okay, so I will continue on line 16 then. All right, sounds good. This is Kilo 0 Kilo Lima Bravo for the QRP Net, and I want to make a call out there real quick. I saw Kilo Bravo 3 Bravo Kilo Yankee. Are you out there? Kilo Bravo 3 Bravo Kilo Yankee? He heard me there for a little bit, so maybe he can't hear me now. All right, we're going to go ahead and continue with check-ins, QRP 10 watts or less, and get you guys in here. So give me a call and with your call sign now.
Kilo Bravo X-ray Yankee.
Okay, let me hang on a second. Let me get this up here. There was a station starting with Kilo. Try again.
Kilo Delta 3 Bravo X-ray Yankee.
Kilo Delta 3 Bravo X-ray Yankee. Jim in Pennsylvania, is that a Roger?
Roger, Roger.
Okay, stand by, Jim. And there was another Kilo station. Come again.
Kilo Bravo 8 Uniform Golf Papa.
Kilo Bravo 8 Uniform Golf Papa. Okay, Gary, stand by. I think there's one more Kilo station in there. Try again. That was really weak. I think it was a Kilo Bravo 8 possibly. Try again. Kilo Bravo 1 Yankee. Is that a Roger? Okay, Kilo Bravo 1 Yankee. That's James in Massachusetts. Okay, and I think there was a station ending in X-ray Yankee. Come again. Was there an X-ray Yankee station ending in X-ray Yankee?
KD3BXY, but I think you already got me.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe that's, okay. Then we'll just go back to Jim there. KD3 Bravo X-ray Yankee. Come on in. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, and I'm thrilled because I'm a new ham. I've been trying to get through or just to hear you for a whole month now, and tonight's the first time I'm hearing you 5'9".
That's awesome. Good job. You're 5'7", almost 5'8". What's your power radio and antenna there tonight? Over.
I am using an ICOM IC7200. Power is dialed down to 10 right now. The antenna is an InFed 40-meter half-wave.
Doing a great job. Still an S7. Good audio on that radio, too. So you're at 10 watts. You want to drop her to 5, and we'll see what we got for a signal there. Over.
Roger, Roger. Dialing down to 5. This is 5 watts right now.
Easy copy. Good audio. Still an S5 to S6 on the 5 watts. Does that radio go lower?
It does. Down to 1 and then low. I don't know what low means.
Okay, so yeah, take her to 1 watt and I'll listen for it.
Okay, this is 1 watt. QRP 1 watt.
Yeah, I heard every word. Easy copy. Still between an S3 and an S4 on the 1 watt. So go to the low side and I'll see if I can hear that.
All right, this is RF Power L, whatever that means.
Well, whatever it is, I heard every word, so we're just going to assume it's less than a watt, Roger?
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, give me another round of audio so you can hear it on the live stream.
All right, this is Kilo Delta 3 Bravo X-ray Yankee in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, broadcasting Power L.
Yeah, good job. Heard every word. Good audio, nice and clear, and no problem copying you there, James.
Thank you. Back to net from 83BXY.
Roger. Just to give us a comparison, bring her back up to your 10 watts again.
Okay, here we go. This is back at RF power 10.
All right, and you're back up to an S7, so that kind of gives you a good comparison between low and 10 watts there on that rig. So good job, good antenna, and great to hear from you, and thanks for stopping by and making it in the net tonight. Over.
I'm thrilled to be able to do this tonight. And back to net from 83BXY.
Roger. Now, you said you're a New Ham. How long have you been on HF? Over.
I got started with the General, and I bought my rig in mid-September. So, I don't know, 10, 12 weeks now. I guess 13 weeks.
All right. Well, congratulations and welcome to HF, and you'll have a lot of fun there. It's a great time, and you'll meet a lot of great friends. Over.
All right. Thank you kindly, and just a treat to you. This is 83BXY.
All right, that was James in Pennsylvania. Merry Christmas, by the way. Have a good week ahead. And that was KD3 Bravo X-Ray Yankee, we're just going to call it a half a watt on the low side there on the radio. And we got you in the log for half a watt. And we're going to break with you and move on to Gary in West Virginia. Good evening, Gary. Kilo Bravo 8 Uniform Golf. Papa, come on in.
Good evening there, Kevin. Everybody here on the net. KB8UGP. Currently running, peaking right about 4 watts, 4 whiskey there, Kevin.
Good audio, good signal, S5 to S6. And what's your antenna and radio? Over.
The antenna is a end-fed long wire, 150-foot long, stretched over a swamp with iron ore in the bottom of it. And the rig is an ICOM 718, and I can vary this thing down to almost 10 milliwatts there, Roger.
All right. Wow, you're over iron, and you're bouncing off the ground and into Iowa right now with good audio on 4 watts. Go ahead and drop her down to 1 watt. Let's see that.
Okay, I'm gonna drop it down as I'm talking there. Okay, right there is 1 whiskey.
Yeah, still good audio. Big signal, 5.5 S5 on my meter. Go down lower.
Okay, and I went and got a new watt meter here a while back, and it goes way down to milliwatts. Okay, I'm going to take it down right there, 50 milliwatts, 50 mil right there.
All right, heard every word. Still an S3 to S4 on the 50 milliwatts.
Okay, I'm going to drop it down a little further there. Right there is 30 milliwatts, 30 milliwatts.
And I heard every word. Still good audio.
Oh, this is getting exciting now. All right, I'm going to drop it down. Right there, Kevin, the meter is not even fluctuating, and my radio says out. It's L down there. As a matter of fact, there's nothing on the radio or nothing on the meter there, Roger.
And I heard every word on the transmission. Still around an S3. Over.
Are you serious now? Now that I just went down below 10 milliwatts. That's right down there on the 0 there, and there's a 10 right up there above it there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. It's nice to have a watt meter that kind of tells you what you're putting out. And yeah, I heard every word, no problem on this end.
Okay, there, Kevin. I'm going to bring it back up there, back up where I was there, and I'll bring it up there to see. Here we come back up to, right, it's peaking right there about almost 5 watts there now.
Yep, and you're back up to about an S7. But, hey, I heard every word on every transmission all the way down and all the way back up. Over.
Roger. Now that proves right there that the antenna has to have something to do with it there, because I could not see anything on either meter when I went down there, and it was down to the below 10 milliwatts there.
Yeah, you might maybe that iron you're hanging over the top of is helping you there, Roger.
Roger. The only bad thing about this ground right here is one heck of a lightning receptor. Every time it comes up a thunderstorm, we got to unplug everything here. We've been hit 4 times here and knocked breakers out and everything.
Wow, you got some magic going on in that dirt. I don't think I'd be moving in very far away. Over.
Roger. The thing about it is, I rent here, so I don't know how long we'll be staying. We've been here for about almost 15 years now. So, and the landlord, he put me a new roof on, so he plans on keeping me here longer, I guess.
That's awesome. Well, you can enjoy the radio while you're there. You got down to 10 milliwatts, and good audio, good signal into Iowa all the way. Thanks, Gary, for stopping by. Good job.
Roger there, Kevin. If you want to, look at my QRZ page and go to the very last picture. I set up a complete QRP CWAM station, almost like I had back in the 70s there. All right, Kev, you guys have a very good evening there and a very Merry Christmas if I don't catch up to you later on there. KB8UG Peter, just remember, King Baker 8, ugly growling puppy, 73.
Roger, Gary. Hey, thanks for that. I'll check out your QRZ there at the after the net's over and see what you got there. All right, that was Gary in West Virginia. Awesome job. 10 milliwatts to Iowa with good transmission. And we'll move on to Massachusetts. James, Kilo Bravo 1 Yankee. You're a little weak. Let's see if we can still hear you. Go ahead.
All right, I'm at 10 watts right now. So hopefully you do have a copy on me. Go ahead.
You bet. I do. Actually, you sound better now than you did when you checked in. You're about an S3 to S4 on the 10 watts there. Over. Do you go by Jim or James?
Jim works just fine.
All right, Jim. Good job. You want to? What's your radio and antenna? Over.
Well, the antenna is just a dipole, homebrew that I made a couple of years ago. It'll up to 40 meters. So that's what I'm on now. And the radio is it's the 101 MPH, and I've got that turned down to 10 right now.
Okay, I copy that. Steve's got a 3-3 copy on you in South Carolina, so he's hearing you down there as well, just pretty weak. But I got a pretty decent copy, a little bit of QSB, so if you want to, can you go down to 5 watts over?
All right, I'm down to 5 right now. That's the way I originally called from.
All right, you originally called on the 5 watts. Okay, we're down there, and I heard every word on that transmission, so if you can go lower, try 2 or 1, over.
Roger. Unfortunately, I can't go any lower than this. 5 watts is pretty much it.
Okay, well, that's all you need tonight because you're making it to Iowa anyway, and we got good clear audio on you there, Jim.
All right, well, I appreciate it. I think it's great for newer hams that can learn pretty quick that they can get out on low wattage.
QSL, Roger. I kind of lost you in the QSB there about halfway through, Jim, but you kind of pulled back out there towards the end. So just a little bit of QSB. Bring your power back up. We'll close it out. Over.
Okay, I've got the power back up. Hopefully I'm getting over to you. Like I was saying, I like what you're doing, especially for the newer hams. They get the understanding you don't need a lot of watts to get out all the time. Appreciate you taking time, and 73. And if you could just give me your first name and again your call sign for the log. Kilo Bravo 1 Yankee 73.
You bet, Jim. It's Kilo 0 Kilo Lima Bravo is the call sign. Again, Kilo 0 Kilo Lima Bravo, and the name is Kevin. Roger.
All right, Kevin. 73. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate you stopping by. And, yeah, that's what we're here for, just to experiment with low power, experiment with your antenna, test propagation, and hear your audio and see what you sound like. That's kind of the fun part about this QRP is hearing your audio at low power just to see how far you can go and what it sounds like. So, all right, Jim, thanks for stopping by. Good to hear from you out of Massachusetts. Have a Merry Christmas. And with that, I'm going to hand it back to Steve, KO4GSM. The mic's all yours. Over.
Okay, Kevin. Once again, net logger problems, and everything you typed in wiped out what I had typed in. So you're probably going to have to log for me. It's not working here once again. Roger.
Yeah, Roger. You know what? I wonder if I didn't start on. I tabbed on 15, but I wonder if it went back up to and overwrit what you had. So I'm on line 13, so I'll log for you, over.
Yeah, and if you want to go ahead and just put in my lowest for tonight, that would be Alpha Charlie 6 Sierra. If you go ahead and put him on line 13, Alpha Charlie 6 Sierra. He was the lowest end tonight with 100 milliwatts.
I got him in there. Thank you.
Roger, roger. Okay, it's KO4 GSM. And right now I'm pointed towards Nova Scotia and New York and in that area. So looking for your call sign for the QRP single sideband net. Take your time, spread them out, and come with your call.
Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Alpha Echo.
All right, I got two of you in there. We've got Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Alpha Echo. Stand by, I got you. And then there was another station. It was a Kilo India, and I believe it ended in Sierra. Come with the call again. Is that Kilo India 0 Sierra?
Roger.
There we go. Kilo India 0 Sierra. I got you in there. And anybody else?
Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor, Quebec.
Hey, Rich, you're coming in on the back of the beam. I hear you on the back of the beam. I'm pointed at Nova Scotia and Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor, Quebec. You're out there in Oklahoma where the wind comes rolling down the plain, I believe is what they say. But your wind is blowing in on the back of my beam. So I got you on the list there. Stand by, Rich. I'll come back to you. Let me go to the top of the list, and let me swing this beam back around here and see if I can pick up Kevin over here. Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Alpha Echo. Come on in here.
Yeah, roger. I'm at 10 watts right now. I have you 57.
Kevin, you're S5. You're S5 on the meter here in South Carolina. Roger.
I can only go down to 5 watts, so I'll go down to 5 watts right now.
I got your 5 whiskey, and you're way down in the weeds there. I got a copy at 5, though, Roger. Give me some more audio, Kevin. Yep, I got you 5 whiskey. You're an S3 on the meter, right above the noise here, Roger. Yeah, I could hear you talking, but I couldn't make out what you were saying. Bring your power back up, and we'll close it out, Kevin.
Roger. I got it up to 100 watts here. Anyway, just Merry Christmas to you too. 73, make sure you send that greeting on to Kevin also. He can't hear me in Iowa, so 73, have a great Christmas.
You too also, Kevin. Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming by and checking in. And, yeah, Kevin's probably listening to the live stream, so he probably heard you out there. Kevin, he's Kevin to Kevin, Merry Christmas from... And we'll say 7-3, and that's Kilo Alpha 0, Kilo Alpha Echo, and we're going to break with him. And let me jump over here to Minnesota, Minneapolis. Chris, over there, Kilo India 0, Sierra. Come on in here.
Yeah, good evening. I am sitting on the TV. I've got a 41-foot random line.
I got a weak copy on you, Chris. How much power are you running?
This is 5 watts. At the moment, over.
Yep, your 5 watts is an S3 on the meter, right in the edge of my noise there, is what I'm hearing you, Roger?
Yeah, Roger. I have a wire tossed in the tree. I don't know if it might not be pointed directly at North Carolina tonight.
What kind of antenna is it, Chris?
Wire antenna, 41 feet, random wire antenna through the 705 tuner.
Well, you just came up. You're S5 right now. S5, the band is changing a little bit, so propagation was in your favor that last transmission.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's, I suppose I'll see if I can get it down to 1 watt real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Well, I got you in here. 1 whiskey. Got you 1 whiskey, Chris. You were right in the weeds there, and the propagation was in your favor. About an S2, S3 on 1 whiskey. Bring your power back up. We'll close it out because there's no way you're going to go lower than that. Yeah, I can't make out what you're saying now. Bring your power back up. We'll close it out, Chris. I got you down for 1 whiskey.
Oh, yep, okay, let's bring it back up to 5 watts. This is 5 watts from Kilo India 0 Sierra.
Yeah, you're 5 watts. You're back up to an S4, bumping an S5.
Roger, that sounds good. I guess that's good enough for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good holiday season.
Hey, Chris, Merry Christmas, and have the New Year will be here and gone before you know it. And we'll say 7-3. That's Kilo India 0 Sierra. That's Chris over there in Minnesota. We'll break with him. And let me swing this beam back around. Turn this beam over here to Oklahoma. That should be getting pretty close to you right there, Rich. Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor, Quebec. Come on in here.
Man, we sitting in here building antennas and listening to the net, and golly, you just stepped in the room with us.
That beam is pretty directional.
Hey, Roger, that well, please, I'm gonna let my buddy here check in. I'm KJ5GBQ, but I got another one here. I'm gonna let him check in with 10 whiskeys.
All right, I'm gonna put you down. What are you at 10 now, Gary or Richard?
Yeah, Roger, I'm at 10, and I'll drop him to 5. Over.
Yeah, you're 10 over 9. You're 10 over 9 here in South Carolina.
This is KI5ZIR, Kilo India 5, Zebra India Romeo. How copy?
Oh, big signal. Big signal. Kilo India 5, Zulu India Romeo. QSL?
QSL, you are 59 into Oscar Kilo, 59 into Oscar Kilo.
Brandon, can you go? I don't think Richard, that won't go any lower than 5, will it?
Yes. Negative.
Well, maybe if you get Richard to go out there and hug the antenna, maybe it'll drop your power a little bit.
He got a good laugh out of that. Appreciate the check-in.
Hey, Brandon, thanks for coming by and getting two check-ins out of Oklahoma. That was Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor, Quebec. That's Richard. And Kilo India 5, Zulu India Romeo. That's Brandon. Both of you guys out there in Oklahoma and building those antennas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you guys, and good to hear you tonight. And I'll look for further check-ins. I'm going to take a couple more check-ins before I send it back to Kevin. This is KO4GSM, looking for your call sign. Come now.
Hey, I didn't want to step on nobody, but Merry Christmas, both of y'all. Y'all have a great one, and we'll look forward to next week. KJ5GBQ.
Thank you, Rich. 7-3, and Merry Christmas. All right, looking for those call signs. Come now. All right, I got a Whiskey 6, Mike Romeo Lima. Is that a QSL?
Whiskey 6, Mike India Lima. India. QSL?
I got it. Whiskey 6, Mike India Lima. Got you there, and there was one other.
Kilo 6,
All right, there's a Kilo 6 station. The Kilo 6, fill that suffix.
Romeo Juliet. Romeo Juliet.
There we go. Kilo 6, Fox Romeo Juliet. I got you in there. And let me go ahead and take these two calls. Let me jump back. Whiskey 6, Mike India Lima. And that's Mark. He's out there in California. How copy, Mark?
Copy very well. Copy very well. You are a 5-7 here. 5-7 in Northern California. And what is your call sign, please?
My call sign is Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sierra Mike. Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sierra Mike, and this is the QRP Net. How much power are you running, Mark?
I'm running about 600, 700 watts on a Flex 6600 into an off-center fed dipole, 135 feet long with an inverted configuration. Back to you.
Roger, roger. Well, what we do here on the QRP Net is we put the amps on standby and see how low we can go. Right now, you're about an S7 here in South Carolina. I don't know if you want to play along with us tonight or not, but we also are live streaming this on YouTube. The YouTube channel is QRP Net Livestream. QRP Net Livestream on YouTube, and that way you can hear your audio and hear how you sound out here in South Carolina, Roger.
Roger that. I'll tune in and I will lower my power right now. Hang on just a second. Let me see if I drop it to 100. Just a minute.
Yeah, you're 10 over 9 right now.
Okay, how do I copy now?
Now you're S8 to S9, almost bumping an S9.
Okay, that's with 100. Let me see if I can come down a little. Hang on a moment.
Yeah, go to 50. Let me see if I can hear you.
Okay, can you copy me now?
I got a copy on you. You're S6 on the meter.
Roger that. That's great. I'm about 35 watts now.
Yeah, your 35 watts is an S5 to S6. Can you go down to 10? Go down to 10. At least at 10, you'll be in the QRP zone, Roger.
Roger that. Let me see if I can get down there.
All righty. Standing by. Yep, I've got you. I've got your 10 watts. You're about an S5. I got a little bit of noise, but you're S5 right there in the edge of the weeds there. Roger, Mark?
Okay, thanks so much for the exercise. I appreciate it. Taking my time into the QRP Net. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and I will get that connected to us.
Hey, Mark, thanks for coming by and playing along. It's always fun to see what we can do coast to coast, from California to South Carolina on 10 whiskey, and doing a fantastic job. That's Whiskey 6, Mike, India, Lima. And we'll say 7-3 and Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year. And let me jump on down here to Kilo 6, Foxtrot, Romeo, Juliet. And that's Fred out there in California. You still got a copy?
Yes, Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Sierra Mike, and Kilo 6, Foxtrot, Romeo, Juliet. I'm running 10 watts right now, and I remember you guys, I worked with you in September last year, so glad to hear you again. How's my signal out there?
You're an S6 right now, Fred. S6. Good audio from California on 10 whiskey, Roger.
Copy the S6. Yeah, you're 5-9 out here. I'm in a portable station right now at 91 and NSET halfway, and then like I said, 10 watts. But yeah, I'll drop it down to 5 watts.
All right, I'm standing by.
Okay, Steve.
I heard you say, okay, Steve. You were at 5 whiskey now?
Yeah, we're in the 5 watts right now.
Yep, you're S5 on the meter. S5 on the meter there, Fred.
Good to know, yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of noise out here now. The noise floor is picking up quite a bit since it was just about nothing when we started the net. Hey, Fred, bring your power back up as much as you can. Bring it back up to 10, and that way I got a good copy on you. We'll close it out.
Okay, back up to 10 here. But yeah, I'm glad I could get the loud again, though.
Yeah, you'll have to go back and check out the live stream, QRP Net Livestream, and you can hear your audio out here. You checked in around the 1 hour, 12-minute mark, and you can hear your audio there, Fred. Roger?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Yep, the band is starting to go away on us, Fred, and I'm about to lose you there. But anyway, Merry Christmas. I'm running 100 watts, so hopefully you can hear me out there. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. That's Kilo 6, Fox, Romeo, Juliet. It's Fred out there in California getting in here on 5 Whiskey. We'll break with him, and I'm going to send it back out to the cornfield.
K0 KLB, back to you, Kevin.
Roger, QSL, good job. All right. Yeah, I couldn't hear, let's see, let me back up here. I could hear Mark on his, just barely on his 10 watts there too, but I couldn't hear Fred. So anyway, all right, this is Kilo 0 Kilo Lima Bravo for the QRP single-side band net. I will continue taking check-ins. Are there any more QRP 10 watts or less stations out there? Come with your call sign now.
With Charlie 1, Alpha Charlie 10, 5 PRQ.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Quebec, Golf Tango.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Okay, boy, that was quite a few in there. So I have a Alpha Charlie Tango maybe station. Come again with that call sign.
That is Kilo Charlie 1, Alpha Charlie Tango.
Okay, Kilo Charlie 1 Alpha Charlie Tango. Dan in Massachusetts, I got you in there, standby. And there was a Kilo Foxtrot 0, Quebec Golf Tango. I got John in there, and then there was a Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. I got Nate in there, so stand by. Was there anybody else I missed?
Whiskey 5, Papa, Romeo, Quebec, W5 PRQ.
Whiskey 5, Papa Romeo, Quebec. Terry, I got you in there, and there was another one in there. Come with the call sign again. Whiskey 4, Victor Bravo Delta. George in Georgia, Roger? Okay, anybody else I missed?
Alpha Bravo 7, Mike.
Alpha Bravo 7, Mike. All right, John, I got you in there. Anybody else?
November 1, Delta X-Ray Sierra.
November 1, Delta X-Ray Sierra. Good evening, Brad. I got you. Stand by. And there's one weak station out there that just keeps getting walked on. Come with your call sign again. Was it Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Victor November, Roger? Okay, give me the suffix again. I got the Whiskey Alpha 4, but give me the suffix. Right, Whiskey Alpha 4 Tango Victor November. Jim in Virginia, Roger?
QSL.
Okay, that's about, okay, I got you in there, Jim. Thanks for keep trying. That was a good job, because I heard you in there, just everybody was a little louder. So, all right, we're going to go back to the top of the list. Let's go up here to Dan, KC1 Alpha Charlie Tango in Massachusetts. Come on in.
Good evening, sir. How are you? I just happened to stumble across you guys on YouTube and figured I'd join in the net.
Well, that's awesome. Glad to have you aboard there tonight, Dan. You're 5'7", and good audio, good signal out of Massachusetts right now. What's your power, radio, and antenna? Over.
The power is, I'm 95%, so I'm thinking it's just under 10 watts. I'm running a Discovery Lab 599 TX500, and I've got a 20-meter dipole hanging in the trees.
It's doing a fantastic job, man. You got good audio on the 10 watts there. So what we do is drop the power down and see how low you can go and see what we can hear. So if you want to have your power, we usually just try to go down 3 dB each time and you step it down. So try 5 watts and we'll give you a signal report.
I have dropped my power to 50% and just curious how my audio is coming through.
Yeah, sounding good. Great audio. S7, even better than that on my meter. So go down to 1 watt. 1 whiskey over.
Roger, roger. set at 10%.
All right, you're still in S5, S5. Go down to a half a watt, over.
Down as low as I can go at 10%.
So 10%, is that what's the wattage on 10% radio?
I would have to look that up. Let me see if I can change the meter.
Oh, that's okay. Is it like 100 milliwatts, or is it 1 watt? Or I'm not familiar with that radio.
Yeah, I'm brand new to it. I've had it about a week.
Well, and you've got it as low as you can go right now?
Roger, roger.
Yeah, you got good audio. Still hearing you about an S5 to S6 on whatever power that is. I thought those radios went down to like a half a watt, but I might be mistaken.
I can do a quick search on. Actually, I have the manual right here. Let me go do a quick check on that.
I know. Let's see. Alan would know because he's got one, because he does Parks on the Air with it. He just lives north of me. He would know what the lowest power rating is. But yeah, if you got it, I'll take it. Anybody want to chime in with the TX500, know what the lowest power is?
Maybe hook it up to a watt meter and see what it does at 10% power.
Well, I'll just put you down for a half a watt, Dan. How's that sound?
Roger, roger. That sounds great.
Yeah, are you still at the lowest power right now so you can hear your audio on the live stream, Roger?
Roger, roger. I don't have the audio turned on the live stream. Let me turn that on real quick.
Okay, I got your answer for you. It's 1 watt. 1 watt's the lowest it'll go.
That was interesting. Slight delay hearing the audio over the live stream, but I could hear it just fine.
Okay, you bet. No worries. Yeah, Alan did chime in on the chat. He says 1 watt's the lowest the TX500 will go, Roger.
Roger, roger.
So we got you on the log for 1 watt with good audio, good signal out of Massachusetts. Good job, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much, and you guys have a great holiday, and keep up the good work. 73.
You bet. Thanks again, 7-3. Have a good Merry Christmas. That was Kilo Charlie 1 Alpha Charlie to bank. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Kilo Charlie 1 Alpha Charlie Tango. First time on the net, and found us on YouTube tonight. So great job. Thanks, Dan. We'll say 7-3 and move on to Colorado. John, Kilo Foxtrot 0 Quebec Golf Tango. Good evening, John. John, you still out there, or did we lose Colorado?
Kevin, this is Kilo Foxtrot 0 Quebec Golf Tango. Do you copy?
I got you now. You just came up about an S5 to S6 there. Over.
Yeah, I'm kind of losing you on this end. Bands must be shifting a bit. I'm running 10 whiskey out an end-fed half-wave antenna.
And I copied every word. S5 55, good audio. If you want to drop the power, go ahead.
Okay, Kevin, this is 5 whiskey coming out of the X6100. How copy?
Easy copy, good audio, still an S5 55, and you're a 55 down in South Carolina too, John.
Okay, well, we'll give it 1 whiskey. Kilo Foxtrot 0 Quebec Golf Tango.
Heard every word, good audio, nice and clear, still an S5, between an S4 and 5, over.
QSL. Well, this is 500 milliwatts.
Yeah, heard every word on the half a watt. Keep going.
This is 100 milliwatts. 100 milliwatts.
All right, John, heard every word on the 100 milliwatts, just above my noise, but the Zygu X6100 rules again, over.
Okay, Kevin, I'm back up to 10 whiskey, and your signal came back up this way too. So I will say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, and 7-3 back to the net.
Yeah, good job. Nice audio all the way down to 100 milliwatts. And good, nice and clear and crisp, and we heard every word. Nice job. Thanks, John. good to hear from you again. Have a Merry Christmas as well, and Happy New Year if we don't talk to you before then. And we'll break with John in Colorado, Kilo Foxtrot 0, Quebec Golf Tango. And we'll move on to Nate in North Carolina. We'll head over to the east side there. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Good evening, Nate.
Hey, good evening, Kevin. Hope you and yours are having a good holiday season. Over.
We are. We've been. It's been a holiday all year long. So, you know, it never ends around here, it seems like. But we're having a fun time and looking forward to starting out the new year and enjoying Christmas right now this season. So, Nate, what's your power and antenna? Over.
This is my favorite antenna. This is a doublet antenna, and I'm running 10 watts on the Elecrat KX2.
Nice job. Good audio on the 10 watts. Go to 5 watts, and I'll listen for it.
5 watts, 5 whiskey, 5 watts.
Yeah, easy copy. Still good audio. S5 on my meter. Over.
Okay, QSO. I will drop it down to 1, okay?
Yep, go ahead. Yeah, I still heard you right around the edge of my noise about an S3. Over.
Okay, I'll drop it down to 0.8.
Okay, go ahead. Yep, I heard it. You came up a little bit. 800 milliwatts, Roger.
Roger. That's 500 milliwatts. 500?
Yep, heard every word. Good audio on the 500 milliwatts. Keep going.
400 milliwatts. 400.
Yeah, no worries on the 400. Go to 2. Give me another round of audio on the 200. I heard you say it 3 times. Good audio. Go to 1. And I heard every word. 100, 100 milliwatts. I don't think you can go lower, can you? Now I can't pull it out. I can hear you there. I just can't pull out what you're saying.
Yeah, it'll go down to 0, but I think that's 0 power.
Well, I heard you. It's something. It might be maybe 50 milliwatts, but I couldn't pull it out. Over.
Yeah, okay, Roger. Okay. 50 milliwatts. That'd be nice. Well, thanks for the net. Fun to do this. It sounded good for 5.9 down here.
Roger. Well, thanks. You appreciate that. I'm running 100 tonight, so hopefully you can hear me anyway. If I can hear your 100 milliwatts, I hope you can hear my 100 watts. So, great job, Nate, and have a Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, Merry Christmas, 7-3, and 7-3 is Steve.
All right, that was Nate in North Carolina, 100 milliwatts, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. We'll break with you. And let's move on to, let's see, Terry in Texas, Whiskey 5 Papa Romeo, Quebec. Good evening, Terry.
Good evening, Kevin. Whiskey 5 Papa Romeo, Quebec. You're up and down. You're anywhere from 10 or 20 over 9 down to the noise. And Steve was 20 over 2 when he was pointing towards Oklahoma, but bands are kind of up and down.
Yep, you're good solid S7 on my end, and you're 5.7 in South Carolina to Steve as well. So you're making it both directions with good audio. And so go ahead and drop your power, and we'll listen for you.
There's 5 watts on the X6100.
Yep, still an S5 on the 5 watts. Go to 1 watt. Give me another round of audio on the 1 whiskey.
Okay, here we go again. 1 whiskey on the Zydu X6100.
Yeah, heard every word. Still an S2, and you're a 5.7 in South Carolina. Yeah, go ahead.
I guess you didn't hear me on the half watt.
No, I didn't. I heard something there just barely, but I couldn't pull anything out.
All right, we're back to 10 watts.
So what was your lowest? I thought you were at 500 milliwatts, but you were at 100 or 1 watt there on that last transmission I heard?
Yeah, I think that last one was 1 watt.
Okay, and that's the one I heard. Okay, so I guess I had anticipated you were going to get 500, and I wrote it down already. So, but no, I didn't hear it. But anyway, good job on the one whiskey. Good audio.
All right, yeah, it's good little radio. It really is.
Yeah, I enjoy mine. I use it out in the garage all the time. So that's kind of my garage radio and portable radio. So, well, thanks, and have fun. Have a good Christmas, and we'll say 7-3, Terry.
7-3, and Merry Christmas to you, Kevin, and Steve in South Carolina.
All right, we'll break with Terry in Texas, 1 watt to Iowa, and we'll break with you and go to Georgia. George, Whiskey 4 Victor Bravo Delta, come on in. Oh, George, you're right on the edge of my noise, kind of in and out. I couldn't really pull much of that out, and I had a little bit of QRM in there, too. So let's give it another go. What's your power? Over.
This is W4VDD, and this is 5 watts. Once again, this is 5 whiskey.
There you came up. Good audio there now, so I heard you loud and clear. And what's your antenna? Okay, I didn't catch any of that. I think it's just up and down. But your 5 watts, I did hear it. You want to try lower? I'll listen.
This is W4VDD at 2 whiskey. W4VDD at 2 whiskey.
And I heard every word right above my noise, but I pulled everything out. Go to 1 watt, and I'll listen. And I heard the tail end of that. You were a little weak at the beginning, but towards the end you pulled out, and I heard every word on the 1 whiskey. Can you go lower? All right, and I heard the beginning of that transmission, and you faded out at the end, but I did hear you say 500 milliwatts and your call sign. Over. I think you said as low as you can go is the 500 milliwatts. Over. All right, I'm getting bits and pieces, but I heard you say 200 milliwatts. Roger. All right, go lower if you can.
This is my bottom. This is 100 milliwatts. This is W4VDD. This is 100 milliwatts.
All right, George, I heard every word on the 100 milliwatts. Propagation came up for you there at the end. George, you'll have to bring the power back up so we can close it out. I'm losing you in the noise again.
This is W4VDD at 5 watts. Well, I don't know if you caught it, but I'm using DCC SSB microphone tonight. It seems to be working well for me.
Roger, George. Hey, I heard you back up at 5 watts. You're pretty weak towards the beginning of that transmission, and boy, the QSB is just up and down on you right now. And you came up there right at the tail end, so it's just kind of up and down, and I might only be able to get bits and pieces of it. Over. Roger, I heard Merry Christmas to you and Steve, and then you just kind of took a dive. So anyway, Merry Christmas to you as well, George. Thanks for stopping by. Good to hear from you. And wish conditions could have been a little better, but hey, we got a good audio on you on 100 milliwatts, so you can hear that on the live stream. So definitely good job. All right, we'll break with George in Georgia, and we'll say 7-3 and move on to Nevada. Alpha Bravo 7, Mike. John, come on in. Alpha Bravo 7, Mike. John, you still out there, or did we lose you?
I'm on 10 watts now. Now, disclosure, I'm using the AC1200, and
Yeah, Roger. Okay, I got you. You're 10 watts on a Yaesu, and what's your antenna, John?
It is a QRO hex beam.
You're on a hex beam. Can you hear me on the radio, or are you listening on the live stream?
Pretty much lost you on the radio, unfortunately.
Oh, so you can't hear me on the radio. Hey, I got a good copy on you on 10 watts on the radio, which is pretty decent. So at least you're making the trip this way. It's tough to work when you can't hear me on the radio because there's so much of a delay on the live stream. So if you can't hear me, it's going to be difficult. Hopefully, you're not hearing me at all on the radio then, Roger?
I got you now on the radio. Have you now on the radio?
Oh, awesome. Perfect. Okay, good job. So you're on 10 watts, and your audio sounds pretty good there. What's your antenna?
KRO hex.
That's right. It's a hex beam. Okay, so you're an S5 on the 10 watts. Can you go down to 5 whiskey?
This is 5 whiskey, 5 watts, Alpha Bravo 7 Mike from Las Vegas.
Yeah, easy copy. Good audio. Still an S5. Can you go lower in 5 watts?
Unfortunately, none of the 1200. Now, maybe next week if y'all do this, I can break out my little Zygu. I can get it down, but not today.
Yeah, Roger. Well, the 5 watts doing a great job out of Nevada tonight. I'm surprised. But no, you're sounding good. Still an S5 with good audio. I'm hearing every word over.
Well, thank you for letting me play. I'm going to go 73. Y'all have a good holiday.
You too, and we will be back next week. We're here Sunday nights, 5 o'clock Central, for a couple hours just to play some radio and QRP. So you'll have to join the live stream to know what frequency we're on, because the frequency changes every week because we don't know where we're going to start out. So we just find an open frequency and go. So be sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, and that way you'll get notification on Saturday night, and you can join us next Sunday, and we look forward to that. Over.
Sounds good. Thank you all very much. Everybody in there, have a great holiday.
Roger. Thanks, John, and Merry Christmas to you as well. And Steve's got a 55 copy on you, clear out in South Carolina. So that's also a good job on the 5 watts. So, all right, John, 7-3, have a Merry Christmas, and I'm going to move on to Massachusetts, November 1 Delta X-Ray Sierra. Brad, come on in. Brad, are you still out there, or did we lose Massachusetts?
But you haven't lost Texas. You're 5-9.
Okay, I'm in Iowa, so all right. I'm still making it to Texas anyway. So did we lose propagation to Massachusetts? Brad, are you still out there? I think we did. I think he's gone. November 1 Delta X-Ray Sierra, and Steve's not hearing him either. So, Brad, sorry about that. We didn't catch you in time for propagation. It must have just died off on us. So I'm going to move on to, let's see if we still got propagation to Virginia. Jim, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. Are you still out there?
Roger, Kevin. Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. I still have you. Do you still copy me?
Yep, copied every word. Still in S3, 53, Jim.
Yeah, Roger. I switched antennas from when I first called in. I think you're a little bit better on the vertical on the DX Commander than the Buckmaster, so I'm on the DX right now. Anyhow, yeah, I see Steve holding up his frown face here. No copy. Anyhow, I'm at 10 watts. You want me to drop it on down?
Yeah, actually, you came up. You're on the peak right now, so go ahead and drop it while we still got you. I heard every word just above my noise about an S3 on the 4 whiskey, and if you can go lower, let's hear it. Let's try it. Yep, give me another round of audio on the 1 watt so you can hear it on the live stream. All right, Jim, good job. You started out pretty weak in some QSB, but then about two-thirds or a third or a half, halfway through, you came out of it, and we heard every word from then on. So good job on the 1 whiskey. Over. Roger, Roger. All right, you kind of write down in my noise, but I think I've mostly heard most of that. So you bet. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for joining us as well. Like I've always say, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you all out there calling in and playing radio with us, because it'd be awful boring if it was just me and Steve calling each other. It wouldn't last very long. So we actually did that before this net even started. We'd call each other and see how low we could go, and it just kind of exploded from that. So anyway, thanks, Jim. Hopefully we'll hear from you next week and do it again. And with that, that's the end of my list, so I'm going to hand it off to Steve. KO4 GSM, it's about, we got about 20 minutes left, so I'll let you make some last round calls, and then I'll close it out there at the end. So go ahead, Steve. The mic is yours.
Okay, Kevin. All right, I'm swinging the beam over here. I'm going to point it towards Round Rock, Texas, over in the chat. Anyway, KO4 GSM, about to choke on a piece of Christmas candy. It's not even Christmas yet, and I'm already eating the candy. KO4 GSM with the QRP Net, pointed out towards Texas that way. Come with your call sign and spread them out. Check-ins for the QRP single sideband net. Looking for your call sign. Come now.
W5NQH.
Is that Whiskey 5 November Quebec Hotel?
November Queen Hotel is yeah, just kind of listening around there and heard you guys. Thought I'd jump in and say hello. I don't know if it's truly a QRP net or not. I'm not running a whole lot.
Yeah, David, you got a good signal out here. I'm not sure how much power you're running. Got somebody tuning on us over here, which is a normal every week thing. I don't know. I guess they want to tune right where we're on the frequency. Anyway, you got a good signal. How much power are you running?
You're almost picking up to S8, S9 here. I'm in West Texas. Odessa's QTH, just east of New Mexico. Running about 20 watts here. 20 watts and a 2-element hex beam.
Well, the 2-element hex beam, you're an S7. S7 and bumping to S8. The band's up and down just a little bit, but you got a good signal out here in South Carolina. Roger?
Okay, Roger. Yeah, you do too. And of course, with the conditions like they are, it's not real good conditions. Although you hear a lot of I've worked several the parks on the air, and a lot of those guys are kind of challenged with antennas and power and whatever. But anyway, I didn't get your call on it and write it down there. Anyway, back to you there, W5NQH. Go ahead.
Yeah, David, W5NQH. My call sign is Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sierra Mike, KO4 GSM. Name is Steve. I'm in South Carolina, the northwest corner of South Carolina, and this is the QRP Net. We're live streaming on YouTube. The YouTube channel is called QRP Net Livestream. QRP Net Livestream. And you checked in around the hour and 41-minute mark, somewhere along in there. So you can hear your audio as I'm hearing it out here in South Carolina. Roger?
Yeah, okay, very good. I'll check that out there. I didn't know that. I guess I missed it. I just never run into you guys. But anyway.
Kilo Mike, B5 NQH.
Hey, David, you want to drop your power down? I think you said you were at 10 whiskey. Can you drop it to 5 and let me see what kind of signal I got?
Okay, very good. That's 5 watts there. 5 watts.
Yeah, you're S5. S5 on the meter. How low can you go on that? What radio and antenna you got? Yeah, I heard you say the 7300, and I guess you're on a hex beam, and the band is up and down. It's just propagation right now. We're getting kind of late in the evening for 20 meters, but we got you on the log here. We're on Net Logger also. You can find us on Net Logger. It's the QRP Net, and you're on line 28 there with 5 whiskey there out of Odessa, Texas. Roger.
Okay, Steve. Yeah, Roger. Well, good to work, you guys, and I'll listen to y'all. How about that? I'll listen. Y'all this frequency normally the 248 there, over.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, we don't have a set frequency. We just we'll find a spot, and usually everybody gets on the YouTube, and then you can see my radio. You can see Kevin's radio. Kevin's out there in Hampton, Iowa, and you can see his radio, and you can see his Christmas costume that he's got going on out there tonight. That he looks like he needs to be standing near a runway somewhere as a landing light.
Okay, very good. Understand. All right, I'll look here a bit and see there. We have some QRM. Kilowatt Oscar for Golf Sierra Mike, 75 NQH.
Hey, David, thanks for coming by and playing some radio. And that's Whiskey 5, November, Quebec Hotel out of Odessa, Texas, West Texas. And that's my friend David. And we're here every Sunday night, David. Every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central Time. And we'll say 7-3, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Okay, very good. Merry Christmas. We'll again. We'll see what happens. 75 NQH.
7-3. All right, looking for, I'm going to turn this beam just a little bit more, and looking for your call sign, looking for anybody else out there. We're getting late in the net. Anybody else wants to get on the log here for the QRP single sideband net, come now.
Kilo India 5, Golf, Kilo Delta.
Wow, there is a strong signal. Kilo India 5, Golf, Kilo Delta. Come on in.
Hey, I'm going to turn this old Henry on about every couple of weeks, make sure no critters get inside of it and take nests, and heard y'all out there and figured I'd give a yell.
You go by Justin?
Yes, sir.
Well, Justin, you are booming in here, and that Henry is probably, if there's anything in there, it's probably on fire now, Roger.
Either that or if there's some hamsters in there that are running real fast. Yeah, I've got this going into an SB200, and I've just got it idling at 500 watts.
Well, what you got is the QRP Net, and that's where you're at. And let me get the beam back over there to you. That should be pretty close to you there, Justin. You're over there in Crowley, Texas, Roger.
Oh, man, I tell you what, the band is really starting to get flaky. You're right, it is probably getting a little late in the day. You faded right out on me there, but I just wanted to give you a yell, and I'll check in some other time when I got the QRP on. And by the time I got that thing hooked up, you'd probably gone. So I'll catch you some other time, some Sunday night. I'll look for you. And I've got a little BitX version 6 that puts out about 6 watts. That's what I run my POTA stuff on. So I'll hook it up here and see if it works next weekend.
Roger, Justin. Well, hey, I'm just running 100 watts battery power on a beam pointed over there towards you in Texas. So you can go back and check out the live stream on YouTube, QRP Net Livestream, and you can hear what that what that Henry amp is doing. Your 500 watts is coming in 5.9 out here in South Carolina. We'll say 7.3, Justin. Until the next time, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you too. It's 73. What time marker is that on YouTube?
You're on. It's QRP Net Livestream. You checked in around the hour and 47-minute mark. 1 hour, 47 minutes. Roger?
Roger that. I'll go give it a listen. So 73, Merry Christmas. If I don't catch you next weekend, hopefully have you a prosperous New Year. Like the new radios in the works, maybe. So this is KI5GKD. Be clear with you.
7-3, Justin, and Merry Christmas. And we'll look for further check-ins for the QRP. I'm going to swing this beam back up towards Illinois that way and see if there's anybody up that way. I'm going to take one more check-in before I hand it back to Kevin. We're about to run out here. KO4 GSM with the QRP Net. Come with your call sign now.
Kilo Oscar 5 Kilo.
Kilo Oscar 5 Kilo. Roger.
You swung your beam away from me, and I got some QR mirroring, so I guess you can't hear me. KO5K, I'm clear.
Oh, I got a copy on you. KO5K out in Texas. Let me get over back. That should be pretty close to Texas. How copy, Mike?
Yeah, I'm probably about 240, 246, something like that.
Yeah, you're not far off. You're about 253 on me, 253, and that should be right on you there, Roger.
Hi, Roger. Yeah, I was just looking at QRZ, and you're 66, so I just took the recip off of it. Over.
Yeah, you're 10 over 9 out here, Mike. How much power are you running?
That's 14 right there. Over.
Wow, you're 10 over 9. Big signal. Good audio.
Yeah, actually, I'm sorry. That's 1400.
1400, Roger?
Roger. Yeah, I was just messing with you a little bit. I don't know how to make my rig operate QRP. Over.
Well, we'll have to work on that. You got a really good signal, and we got you on the log. Actually, you're the most wattage at all out of all 28 contacts. You have the highest wattage on the QRP net. Roger.
Roger, Roger. Well, I could do more, but it's illegal. Over.
Yeah, we don't want to break any laws here. At least not telling anybody anyway. Yeah, next time you try that, maybe put that amp in standby on Sunday night and see if you can get over here from Cold Spring, Texas, over here to South Carolina. I bet you could probably do it on 5 watts, no problem. Roger.
Yeah. Okay. There's 50 watts.
Yep. Now you drop to an S4 on the meter.
Oh, goodness. I should be higher than that. It's only, well, yeah, I guess. It's a few dB. Anyway, there's like I said, there's 52 watts. Over.
Yep, I got you. Your S5, it's just propagation. We're about to lose the 20-meter band. It's just that time of night. We start getting around 8 o'clock, and especially right now at this winter solstice, short days, and propagation is going away earlier in the evening. Roger?
You're on that, but just think, it's going to get longer starting tomorrow. Days are going to get longer. So, yeah, I've got you, you fluctuate a little bit, little QSD, but you're looking good. What's your name on that end?
Yeah, the name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo, Victor Echo. Call sign is Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Sugar Mike. QSL?
QSL, I got you in the log. 7-3, Steve, have fun with your net. Kilo Oscar 5 Kilo.
Roger, Mike. Thanks for coming by and playing along, and we got you on the log there for 50 watts. Kilo Oscar 5 Kilo out of Texas, and this is KO4 GSM. I'm going to send it back out to Kevin and let him wrap the rest of the net up. We got about 8 minutes left, it looks like. So back to K0 KLB. Back to you, Kevin.
Roger, Roger, I got it here. This is K0KLB, and I'll just take one more call, and we'll close it out here. If there's anybody else out there who wants to get on the log, come with your call sign now. There's somebody QRMing us there anyway. So, all right, we'll just go ahead and close it out there. This is Kilo Zero Kilo Lima Bravo for the QRP Christmas edition QRP Net tonight. And let's see, I want to remind everybody that we do have a Facebook group. If you do the Facebook thing, it's called QRP SSB. So if you just do a search for QRP SSB, you can click the join button and answer the questions, and we'll get you approved. And I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by tonight. We had of the eligible, so let me pull this up here so everybody can see what I'm talking about. So in the log tonight, of everybody that's eligible, and the ones that are in red, the stations that have checked in that are in red have already been crowned king and have already carried the crown for a week. So they're not eligible. But tonight we got two. Oh, go ahead, recheck. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, Kevin, don't forget about the, I guess I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 check-ins, and I had one at, I think you got the Alpha Charlie 6 Sierra, you got him in there, and the other one was Alpha Alpha 0 Golf Delta, and he got in here at 900 milliwatts.
Okay, he got 900 milliwatts. Yep, okay, got that. And so he's still, so the 100 milliwatts still are the reigning ones. So I'll catch up with you, Steve, and get the ones I'm missing. So we got them in the log. So at the, for tonight's Crown King of QRP, for two stations that reached 100 milliwatts, that's James in North Carolina. Russell, actually, it's Russell. Hey, Russell, good job. Kilo Echo 4 Golf Tango Quebec, 100 milliwatts. Yeah, you get to wear the crown this week. And also George in Georgia, Whiskey 4 Victor Bravo Delta, 100 milliwatts there as well. So good job. Congratulations to you both. You can wear the, you got bragging rights for the next 7 days over the holidays, too, which is even better because you can brag to all your family that you are the QRP King of the Week. And they're going to be bowing down and you know, treating you with respect and everything else. So enjoy that and milk it for all you can. And if you want a crown, you can pick one up at your nearest Burger King, and you can get a crown for you. All right, good job, guys. That was a lot of fun. So we'll mark those two as winners tonight. Victor or Whiskey 4 Victor Bravo Delta George and Russell Kilo Echo 4 Golf Tango Quebec. Congratulations. All right, and so that's all we got for tonight. I'd like to thank Steve Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Sierra Mike for his wonderful work out there in South Carolina. Steve, glad to have you back tonight, and look forward to our final finale for the year next week. And with that, that's all I've got. I think that's all I've got. Yeah, so I'm going to pull up the outro here and get that ready to roll. But at this point, we're going to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if we don't talk to you next week. And we're going to return this frequency to normal amateur radio operations. And have a good week, everybody, and 7-3.
Happy radio to you until we meet again. Lightning storms be few. Keep your coax dry till then. We hope for open bands and fun adventures. QRP is so much fun when we're together. Happy radio to you till we meet again. Be sure to mark next Sunday on your calendar. hang out with friends and have some fun together. Happy Radio